Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be asking people to give me advice. I tried filming the other day, giving people free advice, and everybody has this huge inflated ego. Look at the clips. Want some free advice today? Excuse me, do you guys need any advice today? No advice? Okay.
Would you like any free advice, miss?
Free advice?
I could give pretty good advice.
I'm giving the advice today.
What kind of advice can you give me?
Whatever you need.
I don't need anything.
That's your ego right there. Throw that out the window. Nobody wanted to hear advice from me, but instead they wanted to give it. So I'm gonna reverse it and have them give me advice. How's it going? What's your name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Alexis, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Could you give me free advice?
Despite what other people tell you, resilience, persistence, and tenacity. Just, if you feel like you're doing the right thing, keep going for it.
Okay, what made you want to tell me that right now?
I have people telling me that they don't agree with my life choices, my parents specifically, like college, my business startup that I want to start. So I think it's important to, if you know what you're doing, and listen to people's advice, but follow your heart.
Hell yeah, because you're the captain of your own ship.
What?
Yeah, take a seat.
I can't.
Or just come right here.
Don't ever get married.
Don't get married?
No, ever.
Why?
Because it doesn't work out.
Damn. Hey, how's it going?
What kind of question is that?
The sign says give me advice, so what advice do you have to give to me?
I got some advice for you.
I'm Alexis, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Who am I speaking with?
James with a Z.
Where are you from, James with a Z?
Kentucky.
I don't hear the accent.
Built different.
Anyways, what type of advice do you
Where
have?
am I from? Wherever I'm at, that's how I blend in. That's my advice to you. Take the shape of your surroundings. So you couldn't tell I'm from Kentucky, right?
Right.
No way, because I'm in California now. No show socks with the Vans. I blend in. Anywhere you go, you have to know who's a hoe. And how do you do that? Blend in wherever you are. Don't stick out like a sore thumb. Everyone that says be unique, you can do that without looking like an out of place puzzle piece. Big bars, no cap.
Follow Jesus all of your days, wherever his wild adventure may take you, and when you have too many troubles, cast all your cares on him and he'll carry the load and the burden that you can't carry.
Why did you give me that advice specifically?
It's on me today. That's my advice of today, because there's some people in my life that are just going through like way too much. It's just too heavy for their humanly bodies to handle. And so I told them that exact advice today. I'm just like, we can't do it. So we just got to like load it onto the Lord, and then he carries it for us. And it doesn't really make sense how that works until you do it, until you're like, all right, God, I'm folding. You have to take it or I'm not going to make it. And when you say that, for some weird reason, it like lifts off of you and he takes it. So
be happy with yourself first, you know? Sometimes we worry about taking care of others, but we never ask ourselves what we really want. What could we do and how do we feel, you know? Look inside you and listen to yourself, and maybe that will help you feel better.
Hi, do you guys have any advice to give me?
Do your best to be happy every day.
Awesome, what about you?
Advice? Always act with integrity.
The biggest thing I could probably tell to anybody would be, you're gonna get 99 no's before you hear one yes. And those 99 no's that you get, they're gonna break you down to the point where you feel like you're nothing. You're gonna walk around and you're gonna feel like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? What should I be doing? But if you're dedicated to what you want to do and you just keep going for it, that one person will really change everything for you. So I mean, I guess that would be it. Like, just keep going till you hear that yes. Because if you're already expecting the no, look for the yes.
So you miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, that's great advice.
I appreciate it.
Basically, the sign says, give me advice. What advice can you give me?
Advice that I could give you?
Yes.
Follow Christ. Put all your faith in Christ, because the flesh is evil.
Okay.
I think the best advice I know in this world is just be kind.
Be kind.
Just be nice to people.
To anyone?
To anybody, everyone.
Why?
Because if you do kind things to people, even if they're not kind back to you, kind things are going to happen to you in the future. I think what you put out in the world comes back to you. And if you're not nice, then if you show people that you're nice, then they're going to want to be nice. And then it's all just going to come back to you in the end. That's all I can say.
So would you be nice to Hitler? Hey, you said be nice to everybody.
I mean, usually everybody, obviously there's gonna be exceptions and stuff. No, I'm obviously not gonna be nice to Hitler. That's kind of crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously there's there's gonna be outliers in every set. But for the majority of your life, you're not gonna meet a lot of Hitlers probably. And even if you do run into some bad people, you might not know they're bad, but I still think if you show them nice, you show your own character with them, it could show them that there is kindness in this world, and maybe that could change them. Even if it won't, it doesn't matter. As long as you're doing it for yourself.
What's your name?
My name is Demery.
Demery, I'm Alexis. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
What advice can you give me?
How old are you?
How old do I look?
25.
24.
Get married.
Really? Somebody just told me don't get married.
I would highly advise against that. Get married.
Why?
Have kids. The things that bring real happiness in life are family and people. The only thing of any value in this life are people. And life isn't fun to be alone, and a lot of people pass up marriage because it's hard, but life is hard. Your whole life is going to be hard. If you're wealthy, if you're poor, doesn't matter, it's going to be hard. But find someone that you love and have a family, and your life will be 1,000 times better.
Awesome. That's great advice that you gave me. Thank you so much for your time.
I seriously hope you take it. I promise you'll thank me.
So what advice can you give me?
What advice can I give you? You probably don't need much. You project well, you're speaking to people, you're putting yourself out there. I'd say you're doing fine.
But everybody can improve in some way or form.
Well, you probably need a woman. There's your advice.
Find a loved one?
Absolutely.
That's
Positively.
Why though?
Why?
Yes.
Keep your skin cleared up.
Oh, so I won't have to be horny anymore?
That's it. There you go.
And so now I'll be happy, obviously, because I'm not
Sure.
sexually frustrated.
There you go. Whatever makes you happy, man. It's all about you. That's the whole thing to remember. It's all about you.
Uh-huh. Is ego a good thing?
Is it a good thing?
Ego?
Certain amount. Kept in check. Then it's a good thing. Gets out of hand, it's gonna cost you.
Go to church.
Go to church?
Yes.
How long?
Every Sunday.
How long have you been going for?
Until I was born.
Since you were born? What's your favorite verse?
John 3:16.
Which one's that one?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Hey, that was awesome. Thanks so much, Mason. I appreciate it.
It's good to never stop trying.
So always be persistent?
Yes.
What made you want to tell me that one?
I wanted to quit in some sports at one point, but then I kept trying and then it became fun.
Awesome. So just keep going at it and eventually it'll work out?
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Find somebody you love and cherish that. Stay with them and grow with them and have somebody that can support you forever. It's tough going through life alone. So find somebody you love and cherish that.
But I see across the street there, the first thing that comes to my head, there's a mural that says love. I think love is, if you really know the meaning of it, that's truly at the core of our being. We do all this other stuff just to make ourselves feel good and achieve things, and it's all money and power. And at the end of the day, if you don't have love, dude, you're burnt out, exhausted. It's the greatest currency in the whole world. Everything else fades away and it gets lost, or even if you have it, it doesn't truly satisfy. It's not the greatest pleasure in the world, actually. All the money, all the popularity, all the connections you can make, but love, gosh, that's the stuff. That's coming from a guy that was divorced.
Just once?
Just divorced once.
Awesome.
That's all it took. I realized that love is really the greatest power in the universe. Yeah. And you're just wasting time if you're not pursuing love and learning what love means. I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about, I mean, love hopes all things, bears all things, believes all things. Love never fails. When you know that you're loved on the inside, oh my gosh, it's the greatest feeling. But you'll outwork any worker if you're filled with love.
I'm Joshua.
Joshua, I'm Alexis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What advice do you want to give me?
So I was going to ask you, do you want life or like personal experience?
Let's do personal experience.
All right. So obviously you're doing this, you're outgoing, like willing to take a risk. Do not trust everybody. Like always listen and go with your gut, because obviously you kind of run your own gig.
Yeah.
Go with the gut. If somebody kind of gives you, bounce. Just get out. And as like personal life experience as a man, be okay being by yourself. If something doesn't work out, just be okay being you. Everything will fall into place. I'm just telling you that.
Awesome.
Because I saw your sign, I was like, oh, I gotta tell him.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what, 28?
24.
Okay, so I'm gonna be 43 this year, and I'm
Oh,
telling
wow.
you from personal experience, only 2 things I'd ever tell anybody.
Okay.
Like, take those chances, that's fine, but always go with your gut.
Okay.
Because guess what? Your gut is gonna tell you, oh, I don't know this person. Just drop it. Don't even worry about it. And only give one chance, but as soon as something happens again, drop it.
So no second chances for people.
No, because behavior will always repeat, and it will fuck you.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good
And
rest.
I love it, dude.
Thank you, man. I
was
appreciate
like-
that.
I was like, this dude, well, you'll be fine because you actually are personable, and you are willing to take a chance.
100%, yeah.
I'm sure you put like her some good advice.
Okay.
I know you have.
Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. I think that's going to wrap it up today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. And yeah, just stay horny. That's my advice. All right, I'm so gay.